Hey, everybody. I am allowing this to run a few minutes early because last week what we saw was that a lot of my content was cut off and it made um, timestamping a complete bitch. So I'm just letting a little time run by. I do see that a couple of people are on. So give your girl a shout out and let me know who's on. And Gilmore Girls is wrapping up, by the way. Anyway, who's online? Is that my mystery ghost viewer? I'm such a nerd when it comes to TV and shows that I watch. I will watch reruns for days, okay? I watch the same thing all the time. Just brings me comfort. All right. Who do I have out there, my mystery viewer? Maybe it's YouTube's telling me I'm watching myself. What I'll do is the same thing that I did last week, which basically is I will go through in all the signs reading, and hopefully have an easier time stamping, and post that information out there. All right. It's 7:00 on the nose. Okay. So I'm just going to sit here and just fill up some airspace and let the video just do what it has to do. If I need to, I could just go and edit and cut this part off. What is going on with the collective God, angels, and universe? I feel like a lot of people are chatty. We are officially in Leo season. So I feel like a lot of people will have stuff to say and stuff they want to talk about. I just feel like chatty patties, and chatty matties could be joining. First card up is the Hierophant. Tradition and spiritual advice and commitment and institutional thinking and keeping things the same and being locked into a particular routine. Angels are saying it's almost like people refusing to get out of their ways, right? People having the hardest time adjusting to new ideas and new situations and new trains of thoughts and emotional intelligence as an example. Oh, by the way, that Hierophant card also represents myself as well, whereas I'm like the advisor. But this just kind of feels like advice. Okay, the God, angels, universe, that's what we're doing here right now is we're giving advice, or you guys are giving advice. I'm just standing by. Okay. What advice do you have to give? Oh, this is becoming one of my favorite cards. 10 of Pentacles. What advice do you have to give? Well, we want to talk about long-term solutions and long-term success and long-term opportunities and things that will last for ever after and, over a long period of time. What I'm also getting from that card as well is investments. What are you guys investing in, right? Are you looking at, short-term solutions, or are you looking at long-term success, right? Are you looking to answer or resolve a problem that you're probably not even going to remember 5 months, 5 years, 5 weeks from now, right? So to me, that 10 of Pentacles is almost like saying, pick and choose your battles carefully, because the key goal is to invest in the long term. Okay, stay away from that short-term gratification. That short-term gratification, because you'll feel good for now. It's like you'll win the battle, but you'll lose the war. Be careful about that. Okay. What else, God, angels, universe, do you have for the collective? Oh my God. My solar plexus is opening up. Justice. Woohoo. Libra. Hermit, excuse me, not Hermit, but Hierophant is also Taurus. But Libra, the scales of balance, right? This is karma on a grand scale. The Libra, of course, is one of the major arcana cards. And basically it just kind of balances things out, right? As in, if you're with your mate too long and y'all just need a break, there'll be like this really stupid argument that you have, and you guys will just kind of go to your separate corners. That's the first thing that's coming to me. The second thing is, if you've been busting your ass and giving to everybody and doing this and doing that, it's almost like the universe is going to push you back and sit you down and then start to shower you with some of those blessings that you've been giving out to everybody else, because that's what karma is as well, right? And then the third thing that I'm also getting from this is you broken hearts, right? Broken hearts, trauma, healing. For those of you guys who've embarked on healing and resolution and trying to, kind of close out maybe like this long-term issue, universe is going to bring you guys closure as well. Okay? All right. And I'm just pulling cards randomly. Picked up the wrong deck. Okay. What else do you see for the collective God angels in the universe? Ooh, angels just said more money. Ooh, Leo, there you are in your season, baby. This is Leo's season with the strength card. This to me feels like, is it anticipation? You know how like you're waiting on something and you're sitting there like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, right? This card to me is addressing the anticipation for those of you, say, for instance, who are waiting for the other shoe to drop, for those of you who are waiting for your partner to get their shit right, for those of you who are waiting to get, to hear that job offer, that promotion. This is almost like this basically saying, do not allow that anticipation to turn into impatience, but have the strength, be gentle with yourself, take care of yourself, go out and do other things. Don't just sit in one spot and just wait and wait and wait and do what? Wait some more. Okay. So at the same time, say for instance, that you may be waiting on the universe, waiting on another person, waiting on a decision. Universe is like, look, keep yourself busy. Like, um, and what I'm also hearing is some of you guys are headstrong, right? So it's almost like angels also said hard-headed, right? So it's almost like some of you guys refuse to do anything else while you're in this wait mode. I don't know what that's about. But it's almost like, no, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just gonna sit here and he gonna deal with me, or she gonna deal with me when she, not when she feel like it, but she gonna deal with me because I'm sitting right here and I'm not going anywhere. Right. So it's almost like this self-imposed restriction and stagnation and, kind of sitting in one spot waiting for something to occur. Okay. Right. What do you have next for the collective? 10 of Swords. Your 10 of Swords is too many thoughts. It's feeling overwhelmed. It's feeling taken over. I would say taken over by your thoughts, right? But I really want to say taken over by your grief. Grief related to, yes, I almost said unhealing, but grief related to the thoughts that are overwhelming you, either by a relationship, a person, a past occurrence, a past situation, a past life event. It's almost like a lot of you guys may have felt like you were pinned down, or the universe was just like throwing all of your baggage in your lap at one time. Angels are saying yes, heavy. Angels are also saying too, oh, they sorry, I have to enact this one. So it's almost like they came and sat a bunch of things on your lap. And it was almost like you were supposed to get rid of them as quickly as, God, angels in the universe sat them on your lap. But for a lot of you guys, you held on to them, right? Your emotions, the woe is me, the oh my God, I can't believe this is happening to me. Nobody loves me. Nobody's this. And things just kept sitting and sitting and sitting and sitting, right? And you guys were supposed to get rid of those things. So this card here, right? If now you have all 10 of these swords sitting in your lap, the universe is saying, okay, we gave you an opportunity to get rid of them one by one, but you didn't do it. So now you got to get rid of all 10 of them in one fell swoop. Like you gotta just go for it and just, throw that bitch over your shoulder and keep it pushing. So whatever it is that's overwhelming you, you have to find some way in your heart, especially in your mind, to get rid of it and let it go. And of course, this is the air signs, the swords, right? So this to me kind of says, yeah, especially for a lot of you guys, the issue right now is not necessarily with these 10 situations. The issue is that you keep holding on to them and replaying them like a broken record inside your head. Okay? So it's up to you as far as when you want to let it go. It's up to you as to when you want to relieve yourself from the pain, from the misery, from the weight, from the mental weight of whatever these situations were in the past. What I'm getting for some of you specifically is obviously their childhood issues, right? Some of them could be issues with your own children, right? But they feel deep rooted, especially from your childhood. So that 10 of Swords to me, let me hold it up again. That 10 of Swords to me has everything to do with cleansing and cleaning and clearing. Okay. What else, God, Angels, Universe, do we have for the collective? Oh, look at that. Hey, look at 9 of Pentacles. And what's crazy is what's up under it is the 3 of Swords. So for a lot of you guys, I also feel like this push-pull effect. It's almost like, oh, I take 2 steps forward and 19 steps back, right? But it's almost like the universe is basically saying, keep going, obviously, right? But then at the same time, for every step that you take, I feel like you're being rewarded. Not only that, but what I'm also hearing too is, you got the 9 of Pentacles, and at the, earlier in the, on, the cards that came out, the 10 of Pentacles came out. So this could be you guys have started someplace and you got knocked back, or this is your goal and you're almost there, right? You're almost there. Keep going. Angels are also saying to me, don't lose faith. Don't lose hope. Don't lose your way, right? You're almost there. Keep going. But then also at the same time, they're also saying to me too, yeah, this is the darkness before the dawn. You ever notice again, when you're working on something and you got one more thing to do, and that one last thing wants to just act up, right? Because it knows it's the last thing. It knows, negative energy knows that you're close to your goal. So, that one last goal, that one last step, that one last achievement, it's almost like the universe saying to you, how bad do you want it? Oh, really? Is this what you really want? Let's see, right? And what I'm also getting to is once you get to that actual step, say like you climb 9 stairs, and it's like you did 1, 2, 3 was a bitch, but we got there. 3, then 4, then 5. Once you actually get to 9, you should be familiar with how to take steps, right? So to get to that last step, that 10th step, it's like the universe is going to call upon all of your previous experiences with taking steps before that. That's why that last step is the hardest, because all of your experience is being called upon to see if, hey, did you learn what you were supposed to learn to get to where you need to be or where you want to be? And, for a lot of you guys, you're so frustrated, you could be distracted, you could get distracted that, yeah, you get knocked down and knocked back by a couple of steps. But then some of you is like, nah, like this feels like step number 3 to 4. So I know what to do and I'm going. And by the way, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. However you decide, because you guys have free will, right? However you decide to handle it is up to you. There is no correct way, right? But for those of you, say for instance, who powers through it, yeah, you get the golden egg. You just get it, say for instance, a lot sooner maybe than somebody else. But also at the same time, you also start your next chapter sooner than anybody else, right? You get to your reward sooner. You get to your celebration sooner. Hey, Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. This is also a karmic card as well, right? What goes around comes around, right? This is the card of cycles, right? This is the movement of things, the evolution of things, basically the way that every last one of us moves through this universe, right? Because right down to the the very smallest atom, molecule, whatever you want to call it, it's vibrating, it's moving, right? So for a lot of you guys, as an example, using the step analogy, on step number 9, did you decide to rest, right? Because according to universal law, you're supposed to actually get to the 10 steps. That's why they're 10 and not 8 or 6, right? Because they were designed for you to succeed. You see what I'm saying? So angels, God, and universe are wanting you guys to also recognize the cycles in your life. For some of you, this could be the moon cycle specifically, right? That basically affect how you've taken every one of those steps, right? What I'm also getting for the Wheel of Fortune as well is, again, for those of you who are keep going, you're climbing, you're doing what it is that you have to do. You are what am I thinking? The cycles of life, the universe is kind of moving with you. It's almost like you've moved through these cycles. So if you're at the 9 and you're about to get 10, or you're at the 10 and you're about to go to the next level, it's almost like the God, angels, and universe are basically saying, good, you've completed one. Now you go and you complete the other one. What I'm also getting as well is angels are saying to me now that, for a lot of you guys, this is a past resurfacing. So that stuff that already went around could come back around as again. We don't need a Mercury retrograde to bring back the past, but I just kind of feel like for a lot of you guys, whatever it is that you haven't healed, whatever is still kind of out there incomplete, may have the ability and may come back around as well. Okay. Next card, God, angels, universe. What messages do you have for the collective? Maybe I won't do every sign. Maybe I'll just kind of go through, pull some cards and see how that's going. And we'll see how it goes. It's crazy because angels are like showing me that I'm on step number 9 for some reason. And it's almost like they're giving me messages to like, go ahead, stick it out. Just keep doing it. Just keep going. Just keep going. We don't care if you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's there. Just keep going. And I feel like, for a lot of you guys, that message may apply to you as well. 4 of Pentacles, stability, security. Okay. Celebration, reward, award, right? This is the golden egg. This is you making it to the golden egg. God, angels, and universe are saying to me, and again, solar plexus wide open. This is for a lot of you guys, this is like your finish line, right? This is your completion. This is job well done, right? Not only that, but I'm also getting at the same time that there are a lot of blessings and rewards that are coming with this card as well. So for a lot of you at the end of the day, yeah, you just need to kind of keep going. You know what I mean? You just kind of have to keep going. Even if you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel, just keep going. You know what? I'm not going to shuffle either because I was listening to last week's playback, and the shuffling on the playback just sounded like shit. So let me just spread them out. And we're going to randomly pick. Let's just put them out all over. All right, here we go. Ooh, 9 of Swords. Are you in a battle with yourself? Right? Have you put yourself imprisoned yourself with your thoughts and maybe the negative thoughts related to your emotions? Have you imprisoned yourself? Not only that, but look, those swords are inside. So at any moment, she can get up and release them one by one. But again, this is nine, right? You got nines and tens throughout this reading, right? And we had the Ten of Swords already come up, right? We already had the Ten of Swords come up. So it's almost like, are some of you guys basically like going backwards? You know what I mean? Are you doing the same things? Let me pull out my Wheel of Fortune card, right? Are you doing the same things that you've done before? Are you refusing to learn your lesson? Are you, angels are saying, are you pulling out they're saying pulling out your stops. But to me, that just basically means, are you releasing things that restrict you? Things that are holding you back, things that are tying you up, things are basically that are leaving you stagnant or full or, stuck in one space. Are you pulling yourself up out of that situation? Or are you the person who's actually keeping yourself bound because you think you know better? Remember, the strength card came up with Leo because yeah, girl, we in Leo season, right? So it's almost like, are you guys just thinking that what needs to be done? And you may be trying to, like, say, for instance, blame the world. But at the end of the day, it's like you're the one who's imposing these restrictions on yourself. I don't know. I'm just saying, don't shoot the messenger because she gonna shoot back. All right. What other messages, God? Give me something about love. All right. Love. Love. Ooh, ooh, ooh. The Magician, right? This is basically, you have the power to manifest whatever's inside of you. You have all the tools that you need to get whatever it is that you want out of this life and in this life, right? Are you going to let the cups overflow and get drunk and, kind of live, say, for instance, on the negative side of, the cups and, kind of be overwhelmed and, over full and lazy and not, intoxicated and just not be fully alert to do whatever it is that you need to do? Or are you going to use the wands where you're angry and upset and always got some shit to say and always cursing somebody out and, you know what I mean? Always kind of pushing somebody away and always burning bridges. It's almost like, are you going to use these tools for good? Or are you going to use them for evil? It's up to you guys. Angels are saying, dig yourself out of this hole. So at any moment, you could just change. At any moment. At any moment, you could just change. It's almost like a switch on the wall where you can just like flip the switch and go from bad to good. It's that simple. It's almost like God has given you the power, and it's up to you, like I said, on how you use it. Are you going to use it for good, or are you going to use it for evil? It's that choice is completely up to you. Not only that, but it's almost like you can't call yourself using it for good, but then everything you use it for is for self, right? Sometimes, again, like blessings, you just have to give those away. You got to give those away, knowing that, eventually, by default, by the laws of this universe, they're going to come back around. So for those of you guys, as an example, angels are saying not willing to let go. It's like some of you go, that makes sense. That makes sense to me because we had the Ten of Swords, right? And the Ten of Swords basically was like holding on to things that you should no longer be holding on to, right? So as an example, some of you received your blessings, right? By the laws of this universe, but karma, right? And you received your blessings, right? You got the Nine of Pentacles. And these are things, say, for instance, that you manifested, but you refuse to let them go. You're keeping them locked up and caged up with you. The angels are saying, because they don't know when they're going to get them again. Oh, they're also saying too that you get them again when you release them, right? So by releasing, it's almost like your hand is now open to also receive at the same time. So again, you can't keep them, you can't hold on to them. You basically have to release them. Okay. All right. All right. So, what else does God, angels, and universe has for the collective? Let's do one card per sign. Okay. So let me get my pad. Where's my pad? Okay. So for Aries, you're one card. I'm going to spread my cards out. Aries, the God, angels, universe, bless me with a message for Aries. I hear it. Keep going. Look, 2 came out. Lord Jesus. 2 came out for you, Aries. And where am I at my timestamps? We'll do 2600 for Aries. 26 minutes. Okay. Aries. I feel like this is you guys feeling cut off and like somebody is like keeping you confined. Now, what this also means to me is almost like they may play around with your feelings. They may be stringing you along and you may not necessarily know when to cut them off. It's almost like, okay. Angels are basically saying it's like, you need to cut them off. So now it's just a matter of cutting them off. You're the one, say, for instance, who keeps going back and forth, not being sure, not necessarily knowing what to do. This is exactly what you need to do, is cut them off. Now, by the way, this has to do with a specific person who is stringing you along. Okay? So that is Aries. Now we will move on to Taurus. Taurus, this is your 2 card. Spread them out because I had to put those 2 cards back. Taurus, your 2 cards. I guess I'm doing 2 cards now. Ooh, nice, Taurus. Okay, your heart is open. You are giving, receiving. You're sending and receiving. And I feel like the universe is sending and receiving love for you back. A lot of you guys could be emotional, right? You could be in your feelings. Your heart is wide open. Angels are also saying to me too that this could indicate marriage as well. It's almost like you and your partner finally are on the right page. So it's almost like you guys are progressing and moving forward with marriage, or, kind of taking the relationship to the next level. The queen here, right? Notice that all of the queens in this particular deck are standing next to a pillar, because that's exactly who the queen is. Stability. Okay, you can come to the queen with all kinds of bull crap. Okay, but she gonna figure it out and she gonna work it out. So I feel like for you, Taurus, a lot of you guys have finally come to an agreement. And you guys basically are on the same page. Nice. Now, Gemini. Hi, Gemini. God, angels, universe. What do we have? What is the 2 card? Like the 2-step. What do we have as a 2 card for beautiful Gemini? Give me something good, something crunchy. Boy, Gemini, always dramatic. Okay, boom, 2 cards. What I say? The Page of Pentacles and the Hermit, right? Virgo sitting right there. And you earth signs of Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. You want it, but you're not necessarily doing anything about it. Or you want it, but your person, your partner, they're like in the dark right now. I feel like too, a lot of you guys are sending signs, you're sending messages. It's like, hey, I want you, I want you, I want you. But your person is just like, huh? What do you say? You talking to me? Right? It's almost like they're caught up into their own world, their own things, their own thoughts right now. Self-evaluating is what I'm getting. Angels are saying some of them are locked in the closets. It's like, I'm gonna go in here and I'm not coming out until I figure it out. right? So Gemini, it just kind of feels like you're just gonna have to wait and be patient just a little bit more. Again, go out there and do everything you need to do. Go on and live your life. But what I'm also hearing as well, for some of you, it's almost like somebody just came in. Somebody just came in and kind of made themselves. Hey, Tara, thank you. Somebody just kind of came in, Gemini, or maybe coming in while you're off and into your own world and doing whatever. They may come in with this offer with, hey, you want to have lunch? And you're just in another place. You're not you're in another world, basically. You're not necessarily open or given the attention and energy to, dating or the universe. It's almost like you're in a fog, is what I'm getting, Gemini. Hey, Tara, I saw your payment. You may ask your questions at any time, darling. I hope you're doing well. I was just thinking about you. 31. Oh, I'm trying to write this timestamp down. Tara, I'll just wait for your question before moving on. And I'm going to reshuffle my cards so I can get ready for Kamsa. Aw, I hope you had a good day. Tired, hot, feet hurt is what I got for you. Tara, how is your, I don't know how to say this, but how is your health, right? How is your eating habits and, okay. How are your eating habits? How is your body responding right now? And I'm just waiting for your answer. While we wait for Tara's answer, I'm going to go ahead and do Gemini. Excuse me, not Gemini, Cancer. 3225. All right, Cancer, what we got? See, that's going to sound shitty on the playback. Cancer, darling, what do we have for you? Ooh, I'm hearing she just wants to be free. 2 cards. Knight of Pentacles with the 10 of Cups. Kind of getting on, I feel like a lot of you guys are slowly moving through a process. Either you're coming out of something or you're heading into something. Either you're moving away from something that just, made you happy, or you're moving towards. I feel like you're moving away from, right? But I feel like this next opportunity is also a good opportunity. It kind of feels kind of selfish, maybe something for you solely, versus that's going to benefit your whole house, your whole family. I feel like it's a good move, though. I feel like it's almost like, I don't feel like this is permanent. It could be a temporary, getaway, or a temporary break from the household, from your relationship, from your love. This could be going on vacation, right? This could be, being quarantined in the house with the kids. And this could be, hey, my job mentioned that, I have to travel. So, I took them up on it, and I'm going to, Seattle next weekend for work, and I'm looking forward to it. Right. So I kind of feel like, especially again, Cancer, it's almost like you're leaving behind, or you're moving away your nest egg, your love, your house, your family, your kids, like even the dog, right? You're moving away from that, either for a work opportunity, or again, something that's going to benefit you completely. Okay. And I ain't mad at you, Cancer. Okay. Yeah. I would, if I were you, Tara, and I just see your response here. Not good. I'm trying to eat better. It really a lot just has to do with eating stuff that's not going to get stuck in your colon, right? So making sure that whatever it is that you're putting in is actually coming out. But what questions do you have for me, darling? And while we wait on Tara, we're going to get to the kings and the queens of the jungle, right? It's Leo season. This Leo season, right? Leo, God, what do we have for Leo? Kings and queens. I see all on Facebook. It's Leo season, bitches. Mm-hmm. The Magician and the Hanged Man, right? This is manifestation and this is letting go, right? So put it out there in the universe and then fall back and let it go. Do not try to babysit God. Do not try to babysit this universe. Okay? I don't think I timestamped Leo. Okay. I ain't timestamp Leo. Anyway, this is you guys basically, thinking of a master plan, right? And then at the same time, then you start to want to control it. It's almost like you start your manifestation, dear God, dear angels, dear universe, dear this, I would like this. And then you babysit the shit out of it, right? To the point where, yeah, you feel stuck. You feel like that's all you could think about. That's all you want. For a lot of you guys, yes, it could have to do with your birthday and turn it up and, making sure you have a good time and everything is good, right? But you got to let go and let God, babies. You got to let go and let God. Let God go ahead and you already put it out there. You already did your part. You already did what you had to do. Now you got to let it go and let the universe just do what it's going to do. Okay? So I'm going to take a break there to answer your question, Tara. Will you guys be able to go to New York for Labor Day as planned? I feel like, yeah, y'all may be this is crazy because I know, believe it or not, the flight from Atlanta to New York is a ridiculously popular flight. So, it may be, normally in regular circumstances, it is hard to book a flight from Atlanta to New York or probably New York to Atlanta because it's a real popular, flight. What I'm getting for you, Tara, specifically, it's crazy because it's almost like, yeah, you guys may be the only two on the plane, which I strongly doubt. Like, that makes no sense to me, right? But let me pull some cards and see what God, angels, and universe has to say. Will Tara and her friend go to New York for Labor Day? All right, come on, let's see it. The moon, right? Something that's kind of quote unquote hidden, or yeah, it makes sense that she's unsure, the secret, but how does that relate to her? Oh, that makes sense. Angels are saying, okay, there it is. It feels like, say for instance, you may be able to get a flight, like, limited. I feel like seating again is going to be limited, right? Or flights may be limited. But I feel like you probably want to check with the hotel, the Airbnb, because I feel like that's where you're going to run into issues. So it's almost like you'll be able to get there, but this is like a secret hidden feature that could mess up the trip altogether, right? So what would they do as an alternative? I don't feel good about the Airbnb. I don't. I feel like the Airbnb is going to be the one, say for instance, who cancels or who imposes like all of these restrictions. Whereas before, you may have had like a $75, $100 cleanup fee, but now with this COVID, it's like your fee is now $250. You see what I mean? So I would check on that specifically, Tara, to just make sure that there are no like hidden fees or anything that kind of comes up or pops out that y'all didn't know about and that you didn't have scheduled or planned. I want to pull another card too about you guys going to New York and the Airbnb. God, angels, universe, do we have more information for Tara about her trip to New York? Page of Wands. What I'm getting for the Page of Wands specifically is, yeah, you guys, you're going to hear something soon. Okay, that makes sense. There it is. So it's almost like if there are restrictions, if there is a pushback, a kickback, oh, the flight is canceled or it's overbooked or whatever the case is, I kind of feel like you guys need to start calling and doing those things right now. But also at the same times, I do kind of feel like you're going to start getting new information. I don't know why I'm talking with my cards, but I feel like you guys are going to get information about this trip and about whatever these hidden fees are. I feel like you're going to get some kind of information, like I said, that derails the trip. Whereas you guys may want to cancel the trip or reschedule the trip yourself. I feel like, yep, there it is. Look, Tower card came out first. Something that just completely changes the trajectory of the trip. Ooh, the devil. Angels are saying too, whatever this monkey wrench is, just accept it. Right? So as an example, if it is the Airbnb as an example, and they're like, okay, and the cleanup, it goes from 100 and 250, y'all will be like, all right, cool. You pay 75 extra, I'll pay 75 extra. That's happening for a reason. So if you do get derailed, if you do get, like I said, sidetracked or something kind of pops up, just eat it. Don't try to go around it, right? Because you see all that hot, fiery mess below his belly button. It's almost like something is luring you in. What I'm also getting as well is they may say, okay, well, you could stay 2 nights free. Right? It sounds enticing, but I just feel like there's some sort of catch that is in the fine print. I hope that answers your question, Tara. Hey, Florence. Flo. Okay, how you doing? Welcome. Will me and the guy, Scorpio, I am dating become official and become more serious? Ah, twin flame. God bless you, honey. You're dealing with a Scorpio man. All right, let me pull some cards for you, Flo, and get you an answer. Oh, girl. Oh, I feel like there is a deep, and please confirm this. I can understand why you say twin flame, because I feel like this strong attraction. I know Scorpios rule the genitals, but I just feel like this particular person is almost like addicted to you and up under you, right? And it could be, yeah, that you guys are, say, for instance, friends with benefits. And that angels, unfortunately, is saying that's a part of what keeps him coming back. And what I'm also getting is that for some reason, he already feels like you guys are committed, or it's almost like, hey, we got something good, so why mess it up? Right? Not necessarily mess it up, but it's almost like, why put a label on it? Okay. Flo, if any of that information resonates, please go ahead and confirm. Thank you. And I'm still going to pull a card to answer your question specifically. Yes, Tara, go ahead and look for another Airbnb. Probably in Jersey somewhere is what I'm getting. All right, Flo, let's see. Ooh, yeah, there it is. You got the 4 of Wands. Oh, but God, angels, and universe. And Flo, again, I need some interaction from you. Oh, God bless you. I'm a Scorpio too. Okay, so will you guys commit? This is the commitment card itself next to the Hierophant. I just kind of feel like the answer to your question, will we commit? But as soon as I pulled this, the angels kind of gave me like a fine print. I need you to be honest with me, right? Is this something you're quote unquote obsessing about? You really, really want? It's almost like we're cool, everything is great. I want it, everything is good, but it's almost like an undercurrent. There's something that you just keep wondering. It's like, okay, is this the time? Is this the time? Can you please confirm that? And I'm going to keep pulling cards related to your question. I just feel like your person, yeah, they feel like they're already committed. It's like, sorry, but it's almost like, what more do you want? Do you want us to get married? It's almost like, okay, this is real technical, right? Because on one hand, that's amazing. On one hand, from your perspective, right? It's almost like, I want this, I want this, I want this, right? As in, I want you to take me around your family. I want you to, I want to go to barbecues. I want you to introduce me to your friends. And, you have very specific things that will make it feel like a commitment to you, right? But on the other side, right, the person that you're dealing with is like, okay, I do this, I do this, I do this. Those are all commitment type things. So yeah, we're committed. Like, what do you want? Right? Now, when you say, well, I want you to introduce me to your family and your friends and stuff like that, and I feel like your person is like, why? I don't even go around them. Okay. Thank you for your honesty. I appreciate that. So it's almost like you guys have a mismatch in what you're considering commitment, if that makes sense. Like, you want commitment as in, everybody, this is my queen, right? Like, you want the grand scale, and that's fine, right? Whatever, no judgment, right? But the way that your person feels about you is like, no, this is my empress. So it's almost like he's looking at you higher than what you may think he's seeing you as, but you just want to be able to check that box like, hey, we're committed. Yeah. And Flo, by the way, he's right. The relationship, excuse me, the friendship will actually suffer. And here's why. Because it's almost like, sorry for the shitty example, but it's almost like you've been driving, right, for 10 years without no license. You ain't got one ticket, no accidents, nothing. As soon as you go get that license, you get a ticket on your way back from the DMV. Right? So it's almost like, just because it's quote unquote official now, just because now there's a label on it, it's like, who do we need the label for? Is it for us? No, we're committed. We're good. Once you put the label on it, now everybody knows, and now here comes all the bullshit and the controversy. Not only that, but that's what I'm getting from your person as well. So I will ask you, do you want the relationship more or less than you want the commitment? Because the commitment is actually what you want, what you need. Or do you just want the status? You just want the label. You know what I mean? Okay, that's my guy. Okay, that's my girl. That doesn't mean anything. I know people, again, who are physically married, like, they're legally adjoined. Okay? The relationship is bullshit. And don't even start to talk to me or ask me about them being committed to each other, because they're not. So basically, I'm saying all of this to say, be careful about, or become honest with yourself about what it is you really want. If you are wanting a label, to me, from a psychic standpoint, that means that you have identity issues, right? You feel like this label is going to complete or make you whole or make you valid. And if that's the case, you're not going to get that. He can give you the label, but you're still not going to feel that. So I need for you to get honest within yourself to figure out what it is that you really want. That's crazy. She was like, that's what he said yesterday. Okay. Okay. Talk to me about what's official. What's official? Again, like, you sign his name together, or you have his last name. Not only that, but talk to me about why you feel, or what about it feels unofficial. Now, by the way, these are trick questions, right? Because we already know that somewhere in you, whether it's your mind or your heart, is what's blocking you, that's not making it official. Okay. So it's got nothing to do with him. He shows up. I'm sorry, girl, that damn sex. They keep showing me the damn. Anyway, I'm going to try to move on. But they just showing me the sex, and all right. Anyway. Okay. You want the commitment. Hey, I'm going to teach you a little trick. It's probably going to be the hardest thing that you learn in your whole life. Because I know you're obsessive, because I can relate, because I'm a Scorpio as well. Right? Thanks, Tara. And Tara, thank you. The Flow, I don't know if I'm pretty sure you can see Tara's message, But she said you just told the truth. Labels are nothing. Okay? So please remember, labels are nothing, darling. And Flo, I did see your extra payment. Thank you so much. But when you say I want a commitment, I want the commitment. Forgive me. But I'm like, you already have it. Like, is he seeing other girls? Is he seeing other people? Like, can you answer that, please? Is he seeing other people? Don't, do not respond and be like, oh, well, he talks to this one. No, that's not what I mean. Is he giving energy to? Is he taking money out of his pocket and spending on? Is he calling this one when she doesn't feel good and asking this one, how was your day? And I need to see you and I miss you. That's what I'm talking about giving energy to. Okay. Is he seeing other people? I'm looking in this feels like your sacral chakra, which is a little off to me, right? But I feel like there's a backstory. And forgive me for anybody else. Tara, I don't know if you have an extra question that you paid for, but absolutely, if you do, go ahead and ask. For those of you guys who may be on, hi, I'm Alex. It's $5 per question. The Cash App is in the description. Once I verify your payment, I'll be happy to answer your questions, okay? So right now, we just kind of, following up with Flo and her questions and Tara and her questions. So thank you for joining. But anyway, Flo. Yes, the label is what I wanted, but I value him. Like building a future together. Yes, sex is amazing. Girl, I know. I want to light a cigarette right now. I'm sorry. I feel it. Okay. But anyway, like I was saying with you, Flo, for some reason, I'm getting that your sacral chakra is deficient. Okay. Your sacral chakra, I call the pleasure principle, right? It does rule sex. And by no way do I mean that you are sex deficient or you're pleasure deficient when it comes to sex. It just means that, as an example, when he does things that he only does for you, right? It's almost like you do not allow yourself to be happy, right? Nor do you acknowledge and realize that, oh my God, he's doing that because he loves me. Okay. Can you please confirm that? I feel like there is, I wish there was a block, right? I wish there was a block so I could just tell you how to unblock it, right? But it almost even feels like it's not charged. Like the sacral chakra, for some reason, is inactive, right? And again, that just means that when he's doing things for you, you're not acknowledging and realizing that, yes, he's doing these things because he loves me. Okay, good. He's not seeing anybody else. That means he's committed to you. Okay, he's 100% honest. Oh, he is my peace. Oh, heart. I love that. This is something different. It is like our soul met before. Yeah, absolutely. I saw you paid for another question. So yes, ask your other question. Tara, are we done? Well, we're waiting on Flo. Flo, you're his piece as well. I see you guys looking or seeing peace as something different, as in when he shows up, that just brings you peace. But for him, especially as a male, as a sexual male, it's almost like when he releases, whether it's in you, whether he talks to you, whether he tells you about his day, whether he tells you he loves you, whether he's poking fun at you, when he does that, that release is what brings him his peace. Okay? Don't knock it because it's different. That's all it is. It's just different. You get yours one way, he gets his another. And that's okay. That's why God made us all different. Tara, I'm also looking at your trip to New York. Yeah, something is telling me even Jersey, right? Maybe I don't know if you guys can change to Newark. Know what? Know what, Tara? No for New Jersey? Okay. Is that where you're from? I think you're from here. She's like, uh-uh. And I don't mean, say, for instance, fly into Jersey and hang out in Jersey. I just also mean, I don't know if you can get an Airbnb like somewhere over the water or somewhere in Jersey, maybe over the GWB, the George Washington Bridge, right? Or maybe somewhere in lower Manhattan where you're kind of overlooking the skyline, but you actually hang out in New York City. So I don't know how you feel about that, but you can explore those options as well. Okay. Okay. Yes, that is true. It's like I'm trying to self sabotage. Ooh, I know what that is. I'm not used to being loved like that. Uh huh. Uh huh. I love the honesty. Thank you so much. But I appreciate him. What is the next step in career and how do I get there? Sorry, guys. I had this gum in my mouth. I don't even know if I went off camera. All right. So, next step in career. For some reason, I'm getting a it's almost like I hear you saying, I know what I want to do. I know I want to be successful. But it's almost like that first step, that first gesture, that first movement towards whatever, that's where I feel like you struggle at, number one. But then also number two is like, well, shit, where am I taking a step towards? You know what I mean? So, yay. Awesome. Oh, that is awesome. I'm so happy I'm tapping into your energy. Okay. So now, when it comes to angels, God, universe, she can do anything. They're talking about something near and dear to your heart, something comforting, right? So it's almost like you don't want to, wow. Is it your comfort zone when it comes to your career that you don't want to leave your comfort zone? And what I mean by that specifically, Flo, is that it's almost like you're supposed to move to the next level. I don't know if you're afraid of it or you just don't want to leave where you're at. Can you confirm that? Okay, Tara, go for it. I see you have another question. Please, by all means. Hi, for those of you who are joined, I'm Alex. I'm answering questions for $5. Cash App is somewhere in the description. You can ask tonight just as many questions as you want. Once I confirm your payment, I'm going to start asking answering your questions and talking about you and your mama and them, whoever comes up. Okay. My phones are sitting here with me. So, um, you know, make your payment and ask your questions. All right, Tara. I've been dreaming about my deceased pastor. I've dreamt about him 2 or 3 times. Is he trying to tell me something? No. The universe is trying to get you to focus. Oh, shoot. Sorry, it just came to me like that. Tara, here's what's happening based on what I'm getting. The universe sent him to you twice to get you to focus, right? Because they kind of feel like you're all over the place. It's like you focus on a target, right? And but it's almost like the universe trying to sharpen your pencil to get you back into the business of keeping the faith and having the faith. What I'm also getting is that you have freaking phenomenal faith when it comes to everybody else and other things. But for some reason, when it has to do with you, you start to get doubtful, right? It's like, I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna happen. I hope it happens. I want it. I hope it can happen for me. But um it's almost like you start losing hope and you start losing faith. Okay, thank you. So Tara, confirm that, right? And let me know. let me know that. Sorry, guys. And then also, okay, it was to get your faith back up is what I'm getting. Cuz the angels are saying we know how much you loved him. We know what he meant to you and he had like this ridiculous way of getting you to focus. So God Angels Universe sent his symbol, you dreaming about him to get you to focus. Tara, please confirm. All right, Flo. I want to, but there has been so many delays. Those delays are by design. Now, Flo, pay attention, keep up with me here, okay? On one hand, you self sabotage. So you introduce your own delays, okay? Right? So you back off. It's like, no, I'm not ready. No, I'm not ready. No, I'm not ready. But then when the universe introduces delays, you're like, when can I go? When can I go? I'm ready to go. Right? So on one hand, the self-sabotaging, which is causing delays, is working for you. But on the other hand, it's like, but I'm ready, but I can't get around them. So what we're saying to you is get rid of them, right? Get rid of the self-sabotaging behavior because that's blocking you in your career as well, right? It makes sense, right? So it's almost like if I put something in front of this camera, right? If I put something in front of this camera, I'm like, where y'all at? Where y'all go? What's going on? Right? But then also at the same time, it's like, look, it's something in my eye, it's something here, it's something there. So it's like the block, the distraction is blocking all aspects of your life, your relationship, your career, right? And angels are saying to me, you're especially putting that block in place because you are afraid to move to the next level. Now, here's the stupid shit, right? Because it's almost like, wait a minute, with my dude, I want to move to the next level. I'm ready. Let's go. And we'll just simply say to you, are you? Are you really? You sure? And we I know, and I'm sorry to call you out right now, but it's like I know that's scary. That would scare you shitless because what Scorpios don't do well is be happy. Scorpios don't be happy. You know what I mean? We need controversy. We need the darkness because we're blind. Shit, I can get through any kind of darkness I want. But in the light, I'm like, I don't know. I'm not going out today. Okay. So long story short, remove all the blocks, the discomfort with moving into a happy, bright, shiny place, if you will. Once you remove the blocks, everything is going to clear up. Everything is going to clear up. Now, what I'm getting when it comes to your guy, as an example, he may not propose marriage, but he may say something like, well, I want to move here. You want to move in together, right? So it'll be closer to a commitment, but not necessarily the commitment that you want. And it's not because of him, it's universally because of you, because you're not ready. Okay. So it's almost like, yeah, take baby steps, but honey, remove the block. Okay. Now, 20 minutes later, when it comes to, okay, I want to take the next steps in my career. Okay. We're going to go ahead and move that block and be like, all right, God, angels, universe, I trust you. Let's do it. Okay. And what's going to happen is there's going to be a shitstorm of opportunity that scares the crap out of you, right? Because God wants to make sure, are you really ready? You sure? Let me see, right? And once you get that opportunity, you just knock them out the park. It's like, boom, all right, I'm gonna apply over here. I'm gonna go on this, this interview. I'm gonna do this and that. Show the universe that you're ready by showing up. You got to get rid of that little monkey on your shoulders. Like, you sure you're ready for that? I don't know. You don't seem like you're ready. You sure you want to leave your bed in this comfort zone? You know it's dangerous out there, right? You got to get rid of all that self doubt because that's what's holding you back and that's what's blocking you. Okay, Tara. Tara, also too, when it comes to your pastor, can you tell me what the similarities between both dreams were? Because I feel like there was a central theme for both dreams. It was almost, I feel like he was trying to get to you, either trying to call you or you were trying to call him. It was almost like he kept trying to make contact with you, which is I'm wondering why you feel like he had a message for you. Okay. And anybody who's online and wants to ask an additional question, ladies, if you want to confirm, if you want, you side questions, you need clarification, go ahead and type that information in. All right, babies. So let me go on with my tarot while you guys ask any kind of follow up. Tara, talk to me about your dad. Is your dad living or has he transitioned? Because he just popped up. Um, your dad, for some reason, I don't know if this is your dad or your granddad. It could be your granddad. I feel like somebody okay, for those of you who are not familiar with medium type readings or readings in general, angels will always give me some information to let you know that I'm tapped into what it is that you want to know, or your loved one, or whomever, right? So, Tara, the information that I am receiving from either your dad or your granddad, it was somebody who always would say to you, fix your face, or fix your clothes, or fix this. It was somebody who was always like behind you, trying to get you to act right. And girl, fix your face and come over here and give granddaddy a hug or give granddaddy a kiss. It was that person. So please confirm to me who that is. If that was, your relative. I'm pretty sure it was. I'm pretty good at making sure that it was yours and not, say, for instance, somebody else's. Okay. Flow, so true. I am. I'm trying to remove it. Been doing the work and I've been living life by faith and taking risks. Good. Awesome. I did self-sabotage, but now I am. Okay, good. And again, Flo, I appreciate your honesty, girl. Okay. Here's what I need you to do. And this is really simple, but it's gonna knock you on your ass. Okay. I need you to have a one-on-one conversation with God, angels, universe, whomever it is that you give all of your trust, all of your faith, and all of your love to. And I need for you to reveal your scars to that person. Okay. Now, what that basically means is whatever inside of you, aside from being a Scorpio, is causing you to self sabotage. You may be self sabotaging because, again, you're not ready. You're afraid. Okay. Whatever it is that is causing you to self sabotage because you're afraid, you need to get down to that, right? Have this conversation. You could write a letter. I'm real good. I have an iPhone. So I am real good at using the recording feature or the recording app. And I just have conversations. I have conversations with God, angels, universe, myself, my higher self, my lower self, my middle self, whoever it is. And sometimes I reveal my most deepest, darkest secrets, right? Because it's in me and I need to get it out of me. Because it's in me, it's blocking, right? It's active, right? It's drawing other situations that are trying to get it up out of me. So you have to do the work yourself to get it up out of you. And I know you're capable. I know you're capable. Excuse me. So that's the beautiful thing about doing it by yourself, is because you get to be as butt ugly honest as you want to. Okay. It's just you. It's just your God. Okay. And whatever it is that you are afraid of that's causing you to block, you need to look at that devil right in its face and be like, look, I'm afraid that, I'll give this guy my complete heart and soul and he'll betray me and destroy me. Right. Even by saying that, my solar plexus has just opened up. Okay. I'm afraid that I'm just going to trust him completely and he's going to fuck me over. That's what I'm afraid of. That's what I'm scared of. That's why I don't, I take risks, but I take calculated risks. I will do stuff, but it's almost like if only because I know the outcome. Come on now. I know you're psychic too. So, let's be honest, right? So it's almost like taking risks are great, is great, right? But are you taking risks for the purpose of cleansing and clearing? Or are you taking a risk because you just need to sharpen that pencil, right? You want to be like the queen risk taker. Well, to be queen risk taker, I gotta take some risks to hold, to be able to wear my crown. Okay. So are they calculated or are they okay? Are they calculated or are they, kind of um Okay, sorry, I'm reading a couple of comments. Tara, I see your comment about he was talking to me, but I don't remember what it was about. Okay, I get that. He was wanting you to know to keep moving, keep on, keep having a faith. Angels Tara are saying to me that whatever it is that he would repeat in life, like his slogan or his saying in church, or if he had a saying like Reverend Jesse Jackson, keep hope alive. Whatever it is that was his slogan is what the message that he's trying to get to you. But again, it's not necessarily a message from him. They're just using him to get that message to you. And that message has to do with keeping the faith and to keep going, right? Your faith moves mountains, Tara. But again, for some reason, I feel like when it comes to you, it may move a bottle top. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but please confirm. But that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm feeling. Okay. Now back to flow. And for those of you who are on, I apologize for going back and forth. You know, I have a sickness when it comes to that. I could just multitask mentally like you wouldn't believe. Okay, flow. Crazy. I have a feeling we will move in together. It's crazy. He hasn't done anything to make me not trust him. Oh, it's doubt. Well, the doubt is coming from somewhere, right? You weren't born with doubt. You didn't wake up with doubt, but you go to sleep with doubt. I'll let you in on a little secret too. Doubt is self-created, right? Like doubt is self-created. Either you have proof or you don't. I'm so sure you don't have proof, because if you had proof, you're no longer doubtful. It's like now you're just not trusting because he done did something, but he didn't do anything. So now you're anticipating him doing something, which is where the doubt is coming in. Because it's almost like you're getting ready for him to do something. It's like, let me be doubtful just in case he does something. And then he doesn't do anything. But in the meantime, you're blocking yourself. And the reason why you're having the feeling that you guys may move in together is because it's in his energy field as well. So he's thinking about it as well. I'll give you one guess. You want to know what's slowing you down? You want to know why he hasn't brought it to you in the first place? Your self-sabotage. Right? Again, your self-sabotage is your comfort zone, is causing you to go slow and to take baby steps and to be quote unquote ready. So on one hand, it's like you're self-sabotaging to ready yourself. But on the other hand, mentally and psychologically, you're like, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I'm packing up now. So you're out of alignment, basically. Okay. Tara, my granddaddy, my mom's dad. Oh, nice. He was the one who would come to you and be like, fix your shirt. Come here, girl. Why are you not smiling? They're also saying to me, I don't know if he ever pinched you on your cheeks. I love that. I love a grandparent who just pinches you on your cheeks. I think it's like the best way, in the way that grandparents show love. Yeah, fear does have to flee. Oh my God, I'm afraid of that, and I do take calculated risks. My psychic gifts always come true. It's crazy because when I said that, I felt like you opened up. Like I know I'm an empath. So whatever you feel, I'm gonna feel. And some extent it's a gift, and in a lot of cases it's a curse, right? Because I feel when I don't want to feel. But that's not the situation with you. But when I said those words, I went right to my solar plexus. And as soon as I released them, my solar plexus was like, whew, glad we got that out. Right. So that kind of honesty, flow, you need to continue to have those honest communications with yourself. Right. What makes you scared? What's making you doubtful? What's causing you to self sabotage? It's almost like if you clean your house weekly, you need to have a weekly cleansing on these topics. Okay. Tara, my friend, I'm not even gonna, Licinia. Hey, I think I got it right. Is online. She wants to know when she'll be able to go to Jamaica. I made a payment for her. So what are we doing? Third party questions? The reason why that's not helpful is because if you ask the question for her, I got to get through your energy to get to hers. But Lucinia, thank you so much for joining. Will you? No, you're not going to be able to go to Jamaica. Is your trip scheduled in August? When is your trip scheduled? Please let me know. Mm-mm. Are Jamaican ports even open? Angels are saying, yeah, because they're starving. They miss that tourist money. but Jamaica is not prepared for COVID. Okay. Um, Thank you, Tara. Yeah, yeah. And the universe, again, through using your pastor in your dream, was trying to get you to put yourself first. It was almost like you have to be one of those people who you're this prayer champion for. It's almost like you have to treat yourself like you're one of them. And that's when the faith will increase. I'm sorry, Licinia. I'm going back to Jamaica. I'm sorry, guys. Again, I do tend to get schizophrenic and I do tend to jump around. No shade to people who have schizophrenia, but I do tend to jump around. My mind is just that ridiculous. But Licinia, let's talk about Jamaica. They're showing me your energy. I don't know if this is your energy right now, or I don't know if this is your energy about the Jamaica trip, but it just feels like this, right? It almost feels like you're waiting, right? You're waiting to see what happens. You're patiently waiting. Um, is this Tell me what this trip is about? Because I feel like it's some sort of celebration. I don't know if you're going with a male. I don't know if this is a honeymoon. It just feels ceremonial. So Tara, please confirm with me why Lucinia is going to Jamaica. It feels ceremonial, like um mm-mm. I don't feel it. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't know about the Jamaica trip. Hey, welcome. Good. I'm reading your comment flow. Yes, you'll have a conversation with yourself. Licinia, hey girl. I have some business to deal with. Thank you for confirming. You don't want to go, do you? Can you confirm that? Because I just feel you very, very, very hands off. I don't know if it's what you have to deal with or the trip itself. Like, first of all, send me to Jamaica, to freaking, you know, pick cotton, right? I'm going to Jamaica. Okay. I don't want to pick no damn cotton, but I'll go to Jamaica. That's how I feel. That's how I feel you feel. It's almost like, okay, it's Jamaica, but so please confirm that. Okay, no worries. Tara, I see your comment about Cash App. She's online though. So I'm just waiting for Licinia. Flo, getting back to you, my Scorpio sister. Um, I think you need to have more conversations with yourself, your higher self. Um, I think on one of my very first lives, somebody was asking if I would do a series on inner child work. And I'm okay with that. I just don't know how I'm going to do it yet. But for you, Flo, I don't feel like this is inner child specifically, but it is inner work, right? So it's almost like we have several bodies: psychological, which is logic. We have mental, we have physical, we have sexual, we have emotional, we have, physiological, right? We have all of these different traits and parts to ourselves, right? For you, it feels physiological, which basically means environmental issues cause this particular type of conditioning inside of you, right? As an example, people who continuously abandon and neglect their friends or their family or whomever, physiological conditions that cause them to do that. It's because when they were growing up, they were like a military child, so their parents moved a lot. So when it comes to connecting to people and building roots, they don't do that, right? Which is why they jump ship, they leave, they shut down, because physiologically, environmentally, that's what their environment raised them to be like that, right? For you, Flo, I feel like it's something similar. Not sure if you're a military brat or your parents were in the military, but it was almost like something related to your grounding, something related to how you commit to stuff, how you link to stuff is what is needing work, right? Because I almost kind of feel like, yeah, you take calculated risks, but again, it's almost like, you know, I'll take this risk, but I got to make sure it's not going to do anything to me, so I'm going to take this risk, right? I feel like again, it's almost like you're always in protective mode, right? You're in protective mode, and again, I just feel like environmentally growing up, that has caused you to be in protective mode. Okay. Okay. Um, yeah. Sorry. I'm answering Flo's question. Another question. I was informed several times by prophets and psychics that in my future I will have fame and abundance and travel and speak in front of many, many, and my writing work will play a part in that. Do you see what they have been seeing for years in my life? Yeah, absolutely. This is maybe a shock to you, but then again, maybe not, but you are one of those prophets. Not only that, but if I could dig into your spiritual pockets, which I'm going to check the universe for if it's okay for me to do that in this capacity. They're like, yeah, sure, she wants that, right? She likes when people get her. Um, you are a prophet yourself. I feel like you know that. I just don't feel like you've taken on that role. And I don't necessarily, it's crazy because they're showing me the hermit, which basically means that you are walking around, kind of allowing, kind of listening to your gut and paying attention to intuitive messages. You allow them to guide you, right? But the thing that you have not yet mastered, say for instance, is the direction that they're sending you in, right? It's almost like, okay, we want you to go here and we want you to have conversations with this. Or when you go here, you're going to see this person. They're going to be there for you. They're going to need something from you, right? Your struggle is following that direction, as in getting here, right? Because that protective side of you is like, I don't know where that is. I ain't going over there. I don't know what to do. Like, why y'all sending me over there? Right? I kind of feel like that's the part that you need to master. But your masses are waiting for you. Angels are saying to me, you will attract people who are exactly like you, right? You will attract people who have walked your same walk and has been on your same and similar path, and on this journey. I do shut down due to abandonment. Thank you. I love your honesty. I cut off people quick, girl. I'm sitting there with you in the church pew and calculate everything. I'm very overprotected. I've been working on that. Awesome. I just love your honesty. Yeah. I feel like back to your question about prophets and writing and, not prophets, but writing and speaking to many people. You are a beacon. By the way, we all are, right? But your ingredients, what the universe has, the way that you have lived this life, the way that you came in, your experiences, your conditioning, all of the battles that you have fought and won. And I know you won them because you're still here, right? They haven't consumed you, right? All of those things, all of your experiences were like boot camp, right? Why were they boot camp? Scorpio thinking, okay, what war am I going to have to fight? Who am I going to have to fuck up? No, it's not because they were prepping you for war. They were prepping you for your people, for your tribe. You see what I mean? So for you, a lot of times it's like, I don't know what's going over there. I ain't going over there. But then your tribe is there. It's like, where is she? Like, we've been waiting on her. It's like, but the prophet said she would be here. And I felt and I feel her forthcoming and forthwith and to as, right? Like, people are waiting on you, right? People are waiting on you. And it's up to you as far as when you, angels are saying, when you bless them with your approach. Trust me, honey, You think I woke up one day and was like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put all this crazy shit in my head. I'm just gonna put it out there and see what happens. You think, girl, this is like 24, 25 years in the making. Okay. But I do want you to know that you have to do it. That's why you were born into this existence. You were born into this existence to share your battle wounds and also to share your victories. Like, what did you do to overcome that? You need to spread that word. Yes, I've heard I'm a prophet and I do use it when God tells me to talk to others. My struggle is guidance and being taken advantage of. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. You're going to be taken advantage of. That's a part of life. Like, there's no such thing as a perfect life, right? But for somebody like you, as an example, who suffers from being comfortable amongst others, right? Like, you would be like the perfect hermit, like the and a cute one too, right? You resonate with that. That's who you are. You're comfortable with that, right? But it's not why you were born into this life. Trust me when I tell you, and many of my clients know this. If God said to me, Alex, okay, your time is up, you get to come home tomorrow, I'll be like, deuces, y'all, bye, I'm out, right? But I can't. I gotta be here. And I was told the same things you were told. So this is a part of doing that work. And by the way, I love people. I love all of my clients, all of them, all of them. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. The heart in my chest is like sometimes it's green and it don't feel like being bothered. But let one of my clients go through something, that shit goes right out the window. It's like, baby, what's wrong? How can I help? What's going on? Call me. And that's if I don't call them first. So it's almost like you got to take the good with the bad. Okay. And I did see your payment flow. So absolutely, when you're ready. Okay. Who else do I have on? I have Tara, I have Flo, I have Licinia. Licinia. Oh, it involves family drama. I so apologize. I'm just getting to your comments. I feel like when for family drama, guys, and Licinia, she doesn't want to go. We know she doesn't go. Okay, it's not scheduled. That's why I see you kind of like, right? Let me scroll up. Licinia, Licinia, Licinia. Licinia, can you tell me what your take is on your family drama? I feel like you would just prefer to stay out of it and let it just settle. But for some reason, angels are saying to me it either involves your mom or dad property. The only reason why you're going is it feels like for your elders, either your parents or your grandparents. Or, no, I'm not going to say that. But Licinia, if you don't mind, if you're still on, can you please tell me how you feel about going to Jamaica? And then also, too, what your involvement in the family drama is. Are you just there to regulate and to make sure that your mom and dad are protected? Oh my God. Flo, I'm reading your comment. Last year I was in a fatal car accident and my friend passed away. Can you connect with her? Is she chatty? They're showing me, I don't know if this is gum or if she chewed gum, but it's just like, um, what is that, guys? A mouthful. Thank you. She was a mouthful, right? Like she would always I don't know if she was real talkative or she would just say stuff that it's like, "Did you just say that?" And it's like, "Yeah." Like what? Can you confirm that just to make sure I have the right person? Flo, because this girl did not bite her tongue, is what I'm getting. She did not bite her tongue. She did not hold her tongue. Ooh, you cried. Ooh, good morning. You miss her. I know you do. I feel like she was like a sister to you. Mhm. I'm reading your comments, Flo. My battle wounds prove how strong I am. Absolutely. I know I have a bigger purpose because how I had many near death experiences. Absolutely. Absolutely. I've died in this lifetime at least 4 times. And I'm talking clinical, like they would have declared me, gone. And I came back against my will. So yeah, I look at life totally different from most people. But please confirm to me with your friend if she was a mouthful. Okay, Licinia, your parents are deceased, and is that why you're again going? Does that have to do with your angels are saying your honor? It's almost like I just kind of get that you're there to protect something. Um, so I went from Flo to Licinia. Now I'm getting to you, Tara. I think I lost focus with my new position. I was told it's on hold due to the pandemic. I trust God. I have to start back doing what I need to get it. Need to get it. Mm. You know what, Tara? Girl, I love you. I love you to pieces. But I feel like the reason for this delay is because there's something inside of you that's scared shitless. Right? You know how people are afraid of success? Will I be good at it? Will I know how to do my job? Is this going to be a great fit? Am I going to, you know what I mean? So it's almost like there's all of these questions, all of this anticipation about the position, which is why not only is there a delay, but there's a delay on top of the delay on top of the delay, right? That's coming from your energy because it's almost like the universe absolutely wants you to be prepped. Okay. But in this time that they're trying to prep you, we're not giving you extra time, girl, to worry. Okay. We're not giving you extra time to doubt yourself. We're giving you extra time to prepare and to meet the need. Okay. So, more so as far as why the project is on hold or the position is on hold. This is time for you to prep and get ready for it, not to be afraid of it. Not to be afraid of it. Okay, these are the family I don't usually bother with. But they are in my way. Okay, Lucinia. Okay. And Flo, I do see your response as well. Okay, about your friend. Okay. Tara, thank you for the confirmation. I got you and we'll get back on it. Tara, I need you to do some sort of cleansing, right? I want to say lemon water. If you have incense, sage, whatever rituals you do, and rituals, guys, I don't mean by killing a chicken. I just mean candle lighting, reading from the Bible, whatever it is. You need one of those. Okay. Flo. Yes, she was. I miss her so much. Okay. So, what I would like to do is I'm being told, and my solar plexus is open for Flo, specifically for her friend. So for those of you guys who may not have, ever experienced a medium reading, you're about to experience one right now. Girl, let me tell you this. Um, I want you to know, and I'm talking to Flo specifically, okay? Flo, she's happy. She's here. Her heart is coming through my heart, right? And she's like, you ain't do nothing wrong. I hear you cry. I hear you cry all the time. And I ain't mean to leave you, but it's just something they said I had to do. I mean, I woke up the next day and I was looking for you. You might have been looking for me and I was looking for you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean, girl, if it was up to me, I'll still be there. You know how we used to kick back and you know what we used to do, right? So if it were up to me, I wouldn't have went nowhere, girl. You know I wouldn't leave you. You know I wouldn't leave your side. I'm still by your side. Hell, you don't hear me at night. She's talking to me about singing. I don't know if she could sing really good. She sang really bad. But she's telling me because she's here is what I'm feeling. I don't know if you guys had a favorite song, but she's showing me that she's been there. And I feel like you feel her and you felt her flow. Okay. Um, Oh, she's telling me to tell you that you need to let go all of the pain and anguish that you feel about her passing. It wasn't up to her. Don't blame me for this, or don't think it was me who put myself in this position. Can you also tell me too if a drunk driver was involved? Because I kind of feel like there was gross negligence. Okay. Okay. I feel like there was gross negligence. I feel like either you felt like she did something wrong, she felt like you did something wrong. To me, there's an air of accusations. There's an air of blame. Okay. And I'm sitting here telling you, if that's the case, it was God, it was the universe, it was nobody's fault. Even though somebody might have been at fault, this was all designed by God, because you guys didn't have to get into an accident, by the way. Not only that, but you could have got into an accident and you could have survived and she passed, which is what happened, or you could have passed and she passed, or you could have passed and she survived, right? It could have gone any way because the universe is that freaking strong and great. It happened as it should have. That's why when everybody's bitching and talking about, oh, people are not wearing masks and corona, corona, corona. I'm like, look, wait a minute. Y'all forget that God is up in that sky. So whether I have a mask on or not, I know two people who were quarantined and got corona. Okay. Please don't forget. Right. Or I should say here, or point it right there. Like, please don't forget, okay, that God is greater than all corona. Okay. So for you, Flo, specifically, when it comes to your best friend, I feel like there's remorse. I feel like there is some in her, but that's because she left you or she had to leave you. She didn't openly say, all right, today is the day. Here's how it's going to happen. God, sign my pink slip so I could pack up my stuff and go. It wasn't designed that way. Oh, yeah, thank you. That's awesome that you're in tears, because again, that's cleansing, right? This stuff is resonating, it's healing, right? She wants you to know, um, solar plexus, Jesus, God, I love it when this thing opens up. It wasn't your fault. I feel like you blame yourself. You blame, I could have done this, I could have done that. Why did I let her get in that car? We were supposed to do this. Damn it, she didn't have a seatbelt on her. I hope that wasn't the case. They just showed me an ejection. I hope that wasn't the case, but there was nothing you could have done. There was absolutely nothing you could have done, right? Y'all wouldn't have gotten that car accident. She'd have went home and died that night anyway, because it was her time. And unfortunately, that's the power God has over us. Yeah, good. She's around. Talk to me about the singing, because she's showing me that again. I don't know if she sang and it was like, girl, stop. Like, this ear is kind of like it's really uncomfortable, almost like an uncomfortable tone. So it's almost like, talk to me about the singing. What is the singing message? Or is she reaching out and contacting you through your ears, like whispering in your ears, or you hear, with the tinnitus, the loud tones, or you feel vibrations in your ear, or even if you feel like a little breath or a little, sensation or heat within your ear, because I feel like she's in your ear. She's also saying to me too, she always comes to your heart because she's trying to work to help heal your heart. She knows your heart was damaged even before the accident. The accident didn't do anything but damage it more. So it's almost like she's trying her hardest. But what's unfortunate is that she has to fight you to heal your own heart. So it's almost like you're blocking her too. You're so protective of your heart. Again, that makes sense to me completely. But you damn sure don't need to protect it from her. First of all, somebody who loves you that much, who's now in pure energy format, she's gonna come and try to correct everything that's quote unquote wrong. Okay. Going back to Lacinia. I saw your comment come through, Flo. Let me just circle back to Lacinia. Oh, you just need them to move. All right, Lacinia, here we go. Okay. You know something? I know a Jamaican love a root. I feel like there is root work at play. And I don't believe in that stuff, by the way. But Lucinia, for some reason, I feel like there's root work, as in they're planted and they are just refusing to leave. So how do we get them out? Because she's tired of it. You're tired of dealing with it. You're like, look, I don't even care. Like, burn the shit down. I don't even freaking care no more. I'm just tired of it. Angels are saying you're ready to let go. They're showing me an energy of mischief, right? Almost like two kids that are just fucking shit up, just messing stuff up, right? And they're running in a circle. So it's, to me, that means that there is an energy or unit of family members who are that you have to deal with. So what do? We have to dismantle them, or like a tornado, do we have to move them away from the property? Mm. Lucinia, I'm being told to ask you to pray. It's almost like you're hands off. You just wash your hands of it. You know, you just go and you do what you have to do and you do the bare minimum. But when it comes to, say, for instance, real energy to remove them, you don't apply that at all. But I feel like you do need to. Oh, angels are saying, oh, here it is. Angels are saying to me, and I just learned this and started doing this myself, but it's called scripting. And basically, what scripting is to write down an intention like it's already happened. So currently, they may be at your family's property, on property that you're trying to seize, and you want them to leave. Scripting would be something like, "Oh my God, I know it took so long, but I'm so happy they're gone." Right? You write it down like it's all whatever you wanted has already happened. And you have to put so much energy and blessings and intention with that to move that out. Angels are saying, well, can you do it? Yeah, I can. Right? Positive outcome. I mean, she deserves it. Not only that, but she's been kind of in this low. She needs this victory, God. Now, I know you're freaking awesome and you do everything right. But they've ruled over this for too long. So here's the thing: we need Archangel Michael to go up in there and just scoop them out. I mean, you guys are awesome. So I know you can get this, and I know you can take care of this and get this done. She just, angels are saying, needs to do her part. Like, stop giving up. Stop pulling your hands off the table. Stop like throwing your hands up and just letting it go. So I love the fact that they're already out. They're already gone. By the time you get there, they'll be gone. Take your time. Okay, I know my. Oh, come on. Um, Damn, Cortana came on again. But I know I'm vibrating high, so I have to kind of bring myself down. So Lucinia, try scripting, whereas again, you're putting all of this joy on them already being out. Speak about it in the future tense, which is like the past tense, meaning they're already out. Thank you, God, so much for getting them out. Thank you so much for taking care of this. Like it already happened. Okay, going back to flow. I don't know what happened. I woke up in the hospital. They said she went in front of a semi truck. There was a lot of blame. Oh wow. I know God's will had to be done. She told me that. She was with me always. Oh, I'm honored to be with her the last seconds of her life. That's right. You're a Scorpio. You rule life and death. So a lot of people will die around you and die by your side because it's almost like you're a champion of transition, right? So it is an honor for you to be there, but it's also an honor for them, for you specifically, to send them out. Okay. All right. She didn't have a seatbelt on, and I don't know why. Oh my God. Because it was her time to go. And yes, God told me it was her time. We loved music, and her daughter is always singing. I hear and feel her. When I was in recovery, she was motivating me. Yeah, she's there for you. That, I told y'all I'm an empath, and I always say to people, I don't get emotional during these readings. But yes, the hell I do. During my medium readings, that I get, sometimes I get teary-eyed, and it's just like when you see the confirmation, and again, the person coming through and how the person is help healing that person who's kind of still here or quote unquote left behind. I don't take these gifts for granted. I don't. I don't. I know that I have people's hearts at the end of my words. She wants me to tell you, Flo, that she misses you. Of course she misses you. She's wanting me to say to you, you know how they sing like nobody's listening and dance like sing like you know the words and dance like you know what you're doing and stuff like that. But she's saying to me to tell you, when you sing, we want you to sing, girl, from your toenails, right? Sing for her. Because I do feel like singing brings you healing. Singing helps heals you. Also, at the same time, she's showing me like her coming into your voice. So it almost even feels like the movie Ghost when Patrick Swayze sat in Whoopi Goldberg. It's almost like singing is a way for you guys to kind of blend and mesh and connect and feel each other. What I'm also getting too is, especially when you're down flow, which I know you are, and I know you get down, right? Sing as well. You ever hear the term, I know why the cage bird sings? On an interview with Maya Angelou, who wrote the book, she was like, the cage bird sings because he has to, right? Because he has to. That's the God in you that has to come out, even in the most messed up situations. There is a beauty that's inside of you that has to come out, and she wants to be a part of that. So I kind of feel like, Flo, from here on in, going forward from here on in, girl, you have to sing. Okay, you have to sing and get that out of you. Not only that, but allow her to, I'm going to use the term incarnate, to help you get rid of a lot of that baggage too. Because what I'm hearing as well is you have a lot of sorrow. You have a lot of stories. It's almost like, girl, you've lived 10 freaking lifetimes in just this one lifetime. You have a story like no other. Okay. What I'm also getting to, which I kind of feel like you've heard before, is, especially again, you brought up again your writing. Yeah, you are the person who needs to write a book. What I'm also getting to is, especially for young girls who are on the streets, young girls who, say, for instance, ran away or were put out or um, got pregnant when they were teens. Honey, your singing, your bird singing, that caged bird, is the same song that they sung. And however you made it out is the same way you'll teach them how to make it out as well. That is your purpose, by the way. That is your purpose. You singing, as an example, right? You may be singing, you and your friend, and y'all are just fucking up the lyrics and just out of key and, just making stuff up. But that one person who needs to hear that message will hear that message, gravitate towards you. You will heal them. You will bless them. They will live on and be able to move on to heal and bless someone else. That's why we're all here. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Okay. Tara, should I invest in some property? Mm, I like it for you. Absolutely. Tara, why are my angels saying go big or go home? So, and please confirm this, because I feel like you're not going to go buy like a $25,000 house, flip it, and then sell it for 125. But I feel like your sights are set on like a mansion, right? Buy it for like 350, sell it for 750. Like, for some reason, I just kind of feel like go big or go home. Can you please confirm? Angel, oh, I love that for you, actually, because I feel like you would be excellent at it. You have like this beautiful eye for detail, right? You have this beautiful eye for detail, and you just know process, right? You know how things should flow. You absolutely. So if you're saying you wish you could, oh, if you kind of go big, you could, if you technically you could, if you wanted to. Put your energy out there, the universe will bring it right back and then pave a way for you. So There's that faith again, faith in yourself. See how easy that was to teach you that? It's what angels just said. All right, flow. I used to sing also. I miss singing. My sister is an empath and she gave me the same message about singing 2 months ago. So why haven't you done it? Angels are saying that is how your friend will and wants to connect to you. So why, baby? Why haven't you sang to me? I miss you. I need to feel you. I need to feel your light. What I'm also getting to is that you guys had similar paths, especially when it comes to abandonment and neglect. But I feel like she had a traumatic event that you helped her heal from as well. So it's almost like this particular singing will be in the same lines as you helping her and you putting her at peace. Now, because she's in pure energy form, she's at nothing but peace. But I feel like, again, it's you guys merging and becoming one again and helping each other, right? You're helping her to connect with you, and she's helping you clear away a lot of that emotional gunk. Good, do it. That's why you're going to do the speaking engagements. Angels are also saying too, when it comes to a book, I don't give a shit if you write it or if you don't. We don't care about that. We want you to get your story out there. If you do it in book format and written format, great, wonderful. If you do it in seminar format, great, wonderful. If you do it on YouTube, great, wonderful. We don't care how you decide to do it. What we care about the most is that you do it, right? Not only that, but I do feel anticipation inside of you like, dang, I know I should. I know, dang, I got to sit down and write. Dang, I got to do that. That's angels, universe, God saying to you, bro. And again, I know you're a female. That's how you know I'm getting real comfortable with you. It's like, bro, like, what's taking you so long? It's like the words are in you. Like, you can get, first of all, nobody speaks better than you do. Okay. Nobody communicates better than you do. So communication is not your issue. It's like, what's the problem? Right? You are so welcome for the confirmation. I heard this message before. My heart is healing and um fear has to leave. Yeah. Not only that, but I will tell you something. When I first started doing this work so many years ago, the very first dream, and this, I promise you guys, this is a true story. I can lie. I'm probably one of the better liars on the planet, but I don't because the karmic payments are just too much. Okay. So I don't lie, in other words. True story. The first night, I promise you, the first night that I connected with God, angels, and universe, the first time that they became real to me, that night, I had a dream that there was a talk show host, right? And he had a panel. And on the panel, again, I'm getting chills. On the panel was the devil, was me, and was Jesus. Okay. That's at that time I was religious and, Baptist and stuff like that. Right. And he asked, okay, well, who are you giving yourself to? Who do you love more than anything? And like nothing. I was just like, first of all, I turned my back on the devil. I turned my back on it, like, you don't even mean nothing to me. Like, whatever. Like, it's all right here. Right. Without question. I knew who my heart belonged to. Right. I knew my heart belonged to God. You have to reconcile that fear first because fear is going to kick your ass all the time without question. People use the devil as a symbol of it, right? Because the devil invokes fear, but you have the mentality to turn your back on him. Like, look, little baby, okay, I love you because God created him too, or her, right? God created him. It's like, I love you. Thank you. I appreciate the lessons you taught me, but it's time for you to get the hell on because I got some Jesus work to do, right? That has to come from you. That has to come from you before you start doing the work because the universe is going to scare the out of you. Trust me. You're going to see some things. And if that fear is inside of you, you're going to block yourself from the light, right? Just like math. Again, If you're so negative, any light that exists, you're going to consume it. You're not going to be able to see it. And you're damn sure not going to be able to get close to it. When it comes to your friend flow, the reason why, as an example, you have trouble connecting with her, negativity, the sorrow sitting in here, the fear. Oh my God, like I'm still hurt. And that's all legitimate. But we're saying to you, look, look, Holmes, figure that out before you try to connect to her. Okay? Because she ain't nothing but light and energy right now. She can go where she want to go. Okay? She can go into the pits of hell or she can go to the highest points of heaven. But if you want her to come to you, you got to figure it out and you got to make a way for her to get to. Okay? Hope that helps. Hope that makes sense. Going back to my comments. Okay, I don't see any other comments. All right, guys. We're at the 8:54 mark. So any last questions anybody has, the last 5 minutes, you want to just ask a question, you need clarification. Um, on my page in my about info is my email address. So if any of you guys want to book a personal reading, Tara, you already got my cell phone number. Flo, my email address is out there. Also, guys, I'm on Instagram and I just built a Facebook page because I'm selling candles, right? So I'm about to create like this meditation line with the chakras. So it'll be like 7 little votive candles that you can burn to help clear and do chakra energy, right? Then I'm also doing like a meditation line, which is basically like candles that are sage and candles that are frankincense or myrrh or, things like that. That again, you can burn and help with cleansing as well. I do have a line of lemon candles, right? Because lemon clears energy, okay? Whether it's physical lemons or lemon scent, it clears energy. So the Facebook page is Alex's Passionate Creations. And then on Instagram is Alex's, ALEXS .passionate.creations. Follow me. If you want me to follow you back, let me know because I normally don't, right? Because I'm not on Instagram a lot. But for those of you who, again, may be interested in purchasing candles, I also do floral arrangements. I have like incense and all kinds of things. Again, energy stuff to help clear. But also, I do sometimes, like put a meme up there or put some pictures of myself. So you do kind of get to see the personal side of me as well. All right, to my comments. I am insecure of my voice not being the same anymore. I will start believing and using all of my gifts. Please do. Communication is not my issue. I stopped believing in myself and I realized I stopped dreaming. I hope, Flo, that didn't sound right, but I hope that from this session, and remember something, this is recorded, so you can always go and replay it back. But I hope that tonight, today, right here and right now, you see a mirror of your future self, right? Because all of these things that you're talking about, not only myself, but so many other people have suffered from. Okay. I had to overcome a lot of those things. I don't sound like shit. Okay. I ain't got a good voice, but I know how to communicate the fuck out of a message. Okay. So basically, we've been there, done that, moved on. You can also. So take this as your notification, especially from God, angels, and universe. I always tell people this all the time. By the time you get to me, it's time to get it going. Like I'm your last resort. I always say to people, listen, you on that cliff and you got to figure out if you're going to jump or you're going to be pushed. Girl, I'm the person standing next to you, be like, I'll do it. I'll push her ass right on over because it's all driven by God, right? And if God tells me to do it, a chick is going to push your ass over the cliff, okay? I always say to people, if the choice is up to you, please do it yourself. It doesn't feel good to be pushed off of a cliff. It doesn't, right? So hopefully these messages that we've given you tonight are enough to get you one step closer to your goals and your life purpose and one step away from what's holding you back. The fear, the guilt, the shame, the insecurities, just all of those things. Because you have to remember something. Every last person on this planet who is now a master, they started as a beginner. They started as somebody who didn't know too. They started as somebody who was insecure. They were, but they overcame that stuff. So please use this as your message to Girl, get going. Ain't nobody got time. You look, you wasting time. We got stuff to do. We got people to heal. We got messages to get across. You taking too long. Okay. So it's almost like, you know, come along with us, right? Come along with us. We got you. The worst part is over. The only thing that's stuck right now is you and your head and your mind and your self sabotaging. I mean, shit, you can write a book alone on self sabotage. Anyway, I love you so much, by the way, Flo. Okay. You can do this. I know you can. Okay. Tara, is my man upset with me? He's irritable in general. I don't feel like it's you specifically. He's irritable himself. And it does feel like either he hasn't been eating or he hasn't been sleeping. So it's not specific to you, but yes, he is irritable. Flo, yes, it's true. The journey I've been on has been something serious. Girl, I know. Soon as you said Scorpio, I'm like, yeah, she knows darkness. Okay. She could write a book. Girl, you got books in you. Good. I'm glad it did help. I need to connect. My email is out there. Like I said, he's sorry, Tara. He's tired and hungry. Yeah. Give him about a day and a half. He'll come around. I feel like he needs to vent, Tara. It's almost like he's the vent. He just needs to speak whatever is on his chest. Somebody done pissed him off. And I feel like right now the anger is dominating. He doesn't yet know how to communicate it. So what I need for you to do, Tara, is kind of poke at him. You all right? You good? Well, yeah, I'm all right. Didn't I tell you stop it? Look, I'm just asking because I love you. You know what I mean? Like keep at him in a loving way so you can kind of poke and plunge that whatever that needs to come out. All right, baby cakes. Thank you guys so much for joining. Please make sure if you're not subscribed, that you subscribe. If you love this session, yeah, go ahead and give it a like. Thank you so much for the people who have liked it so far. Thank you so much for your kind donations and your information. I learned from you guys as well. And look, we all have stuff to do. We all got to get going because we got to evolve. Okay. And like I always say to people, if God gives you control of your evolution, take the control. You don't want God to put his hands on you and start making you uncomfortable and forcing you into uncomfortable situations that you have been neglecting for 20 years right now by now, right? So do the work. It's hard. I always say healing is not for the weak at heart. Healing will bring you to your knees. Okay? So join me, do the work. Okay? Anyway, guys, I love you. Have a great evening. Bye. One last comment. Love you and thanks. I'm putting everything in the universe. Girl, I know. I love you too, Tara. All right, guys. Good night.